Shot of Brandy podcast, man. This episode 170 live, man, from Style Studios, man, with Lisa Jae. What's good with you?
Hey.
Man, I appreciate the invite, man. Man. It's a nice studio. You know what I'm saying? Like downtown Tulsa, live from it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, but where did Lisa Jae's story start in Tulsa, though?
Oh, Lisa Jae. So Lisa Jae started as a stylist out of the kitchen. Okay. Out of my kitchen.
Okay. What, young?
No. So when I was a little girl, I was I loved to write. I was a writer. Okay. So I had a death in my family. My brother died when I was about 12, and my mother didn't know how to handle it. She didn't know how to talk to me or whatever. Okay, so she gave me a journal, and I started writing in my journal. So I just started journaling and learning how to use my voice and tell stories. But as I got older, I realized I wanted to be in fashion. Yeah. So I just tied those two together. Decided I wanted to do fashion journalism, and I went to Northeastern State University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I started out, and then transferred to University of North Texas.
So is that how you express yourself?
Writing, yes.
Like younger, you know what I'm saying? Like you express yourself like through the journal?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Man, so when did it like move into the fashion though, you know?
Majority.
Like coming from Tulsa, like it's known to be country, right? You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Man, so how did you figure out, man, that you want to be like like into fashion when there's no New York fashion around here? You know what I'm saying?
I can't even say that there was like a moment I decided I wanted to be into fashion. Yeah. It's just when I went to school, I love fashion. I just like putting like really sleek stuff together.
Okay.
So
you like dressing people? Yeah,
I love dressing. I loved watching runways. I loved watching, because I like to figure out the story that they was trying to tell on the runway. Yeah. Because sometimes it didn't make sense. I was like, what the hell is this peacock doing on their head? Like,
right.
So yeah.
So the Tyra Banks, like you was always into that show.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Okay, so what did school teach you about it though? You know.
When I was going to school, so I went to University of North Texas.
From Tulsa, you went all the way to Texas. Like, how was that?
That was an experience that I was not ready for at all. I ain't even gonna lie, I wasn't.
Okay. Yeah, man. Well, was it too popping?
It was. I thought I was on it when it came to fashion, and I was like, I look like a whole
okay, right. That's what I'm saying, because you from the country, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So you had to learn what, like style?
I did. I had to learn what it was really like to be chic and where these girls were shopping and how they was, you know, spending their money and the places that they were going. Okay. Yeah.
So did you have to have money back then? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, what was they shopping? Was it expensive?
It was very expensive,
okay, right.
You know, and I'm in college.
Oh, you're right.
So I'm my freshman year in college, and I couldn't hang at all. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. So then you transferred.
Well, so I went to NSU, transferred to University of North Texas, and then at University of North Texas, that's when I got pregnant.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so I had met my ex-husband, and then we started a family, and so the whole fashion thing went out the door.
Yeah. Okay, so was it still in you though? You know,
it was definitely.
Like, did you have that fire still in you that you wanted to design?
It was definitely still there. That you know, I wanted to journal more than anything, and so
did you?
I did. So my focus just changed a little bit. I didn't focus on fashion as much. I moved back to Tulsa, and I started writing plays for people. I started writing plays and speeches and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Okay, so when did it come back then? And did it take time though?
It took Listen, this whole process, I'm not even gonna lie, it's like a whole reinvention process. I had to
Okay.
reinvent myself.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was.
And ain't nothing wrong with that,
Yeah,
though.
absolutely.
You know?
So Lisa Jae is so new to me. Lisa
yeah.
Jae is the reinvention.
Okay, yeah.
So I was a mom for 15 years. I got 4 kids.
Okay, yeah.
I was a mom and a wife, and then I worked in retail managing for different companies, Fortune 500 companies. And I think at that point in my life is where I learned the most.
Okay.
And it complemented everything else I wanted to do because I learned business.
All right.
And that's the sauce.
Okay, yeah.
Right there.
Okay, like you said that you learned business, so that was so was that prepping you for this then? Mm-hmm. Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I learned the ins and out about running any kind of fashion company.
Oh, okay. So you was into fashion still, though?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
We learned about branding. We learned about advertising. I was coaching. I was training people.
Okay.
Traveling. I was learning so much and didn't realize what I was doing because I was like, I'm so tired of going to these jobs. But when the last company I worked for, they laid me off, I decided I wasn't even gonna try and go back.
Okay, right. And that was just God just like pushing you to do your own stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? So when did you jump out and say, okay, well, now it's my time to do my own thing and do my own brand?
Well, that was in 2021. That was in 2017.
Oh, okay.
That was in 2017 when I got fired.
Yeah.
I took all of my 401k.
Yeah.
And I put it behind Style by Lisa Jae.
Okay, already.
Style by
Yeah, you bet on yourself.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I paid my rent for like the next 6 months.
Okay.
And then I paid my car payment, and the rest of it I just threw it into the business.
Okay, and it's working out?
Style by Lisa Jae had some ups and downs. Now this, yeah, it's working out now.
Right. Yeah, but that's with anything that you start, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna start off rocky, and you gonna learn more stuff, and then as you learn, then you get better with it, though.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And now you here, though. You know? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so then you started it up. So, like, was you scared, though?
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to just go out.
Yes. Cause like you said,
Why
this
people
is
so scared, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been doing it for all them years,
Right.
though. Yeah.
Because it's tied to you. It's more.
Right.
It's easier to hide behind somebody else's brand and be like, well, if I mess up, it's really your company messed up.
Right.
You messed up somewhere training me, but I can't blame nobody else on my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was definitely scary because I had so many people that were depending on me, and I had put so much into it.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize what I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, right. Like, you learned all that stuff, but there's still more to know, though. You know?
Absolutely.
Like it always is, though. Like it's a never ending process, though.
Right.
That, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so why the name, though?
Lisa Jae?
Yeah.
So Lisa Jae, so my actual first name is By Lisa.
Okay, yeah.
So and my father used to call me Lisa.
Okay.
So I just took Lisa.
Yeah.
And then my middle name, it just makes sense. It's the first initial of my middle name. So,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So is it Style by Lisa Jae or is it just Lisa Jae?
It's Lisa Jae. Style by Lisa Jae is my styling brand. Lisa
Okay,
Jae
right.
is my designing
Okay,
brand.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the difference between them, though? You know what I'm saying? Because that's two businesses.
Yeah,
you know?
that is. So Style by Lisa Jae is all about my styling. So if someone comes to me and they got something that they have going on and they need somebody to find like a garment to kind of style it, they're hiring Style by Lisa Jae, right? So if someone comes to me and they need an actual custom garment, they're asking for a Lisa Jae custom.
Oh, okay.
So Lisa Jae is it's more so of a label, like a brand,
right.
And then Style by Lisa Jae is like a service.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the Style by, though, like, what service is it, though?
So Style by Lisa Jae is literally just the styling,
Okay,
all styling. Now I do have I just launched Stylish.
Okay, yeah.
Which Stylish is Stylish branding and fashion agency.
Okay, yeah.
And under Stylish, obviously Lisa Jae works for Stylish because she's a designer.
Yeah.
And then Style by Lisa Jae also works for Stylish because I style under Stylish, if that makes sense. But under Stylish is we do styling, we do wardrobe sourcing, we do fashion design, we do photography, videography, makeup, creative direction.
Okay.
We do it all. It's a one-stop shop for anybody that's kind of really trying to jumpstart their brand.
Okay, right. And that's so important though. Like the branding is so important, but the artists really don't know how important it is because the artist is just being an artist though, you know, like the artist is talent and they really don't have time to know what you know. So that's what they'll come to you for, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot. Like it's a lot of energy that goes into it and it's exhausting and like especially, I mean, unless you are really passionate about like visuals and fashion and branding, it takes a lot. And honestly, I still to this day want to hire myself because I have a lot of people, because I have a whole team, and my team is like, I need to book Stylish because otherwise you're gonna be out here saying, okay, can you find this person, can you find this makeup artist, can you find to put it, but you got to get all those people to be on the same journey. Like for instance, I have been on several shoots where sometimes, you know, the hair doesn't go with the clothes. Like the clothes is telling one story, but the hair is telling a different story, and it all has to kind of come together. And that's
because it's two different brands there.
It's two different brands, but everybody's not on the same. You have to be on the same page as to what the artist is trying to say.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're an edgy artist, then why do I have on cowboy boots and my hair is this kind of way? So we need to tap into the edgy look. So your hair needs to be a certain kind of way.
Okay, true. Right. Yeah, like, and especially with women though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the makeup and the dress, and everything got to go together though. You know what I'm saying? Because like out here, man, it only take one time for people to like just to shoo you away because like the whole package wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? But the talent is there, but the whole packaging ain't there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so you take somebody like Fabulous, right? And his girl, like, she been behind him like his whole career, right? Right, and that's what you do?
That's what I do.
Yeah, like for a rapper.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because Fab, like, he's known for style, but she been styling the whole entire time, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So it's really hard. It's really hard because she knows exactly the audience that he's trying to get to. Exactly. She knows how to tell the story. And even if you watch his style, it's so interesting. If you watch his style from back before her to now, you can tell where he went in his career and the audience. So she was tuning into that, not just what he was putting on. She was tuning into what audience he was trying to get to.
Right. Okay, so how hard is that though? Because like these times are so quick, and the fashion just like this can be here today and that can be gone tomorrow though. You know what I'm saying? So how do you keep up with the times? Well,
I mean, there's really no way to keep up with the times. You can keep up with like fashion trends. There's fashion trends. You can keep up with Paris. Paris always has stuff before we get it, and you can see what's happening on their runway. Colors, things like that. So you can tap into certain things that are like right now a lot of people are into monochrome for female shoulders. If you tap into little stuff like that, like kind of catch some of the trends but not change up your style, that's really the key. You got to stay into your style but kind of like change it up a little bit. Like for instance with Michelle Obama, she did monochrome with this past inauguration.
Okay, so why was everybody making a big deal about her outfit? Because it was a solid color, like
because it was simple and it was sleek and it was loud. It was like it was black. It was proud. It was like it was everything. It was, you know what I'm saying. But it was monochrome, so she had on all the same colors and she had the pop with the belt. But it was so simple. But it was just like she served it like
exactly. Like you say, the colors though, you know. because the neon was in last summer, but now like the monochrome, like you just said, though. Yeah, but you got to be like 2 steps ahead though. Like you got to be in fall right now, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how hard is that though?
That's really hard.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a line that's coming out this year that I planned. What is this, 2021, the end of 2019. It's still not even ready because number one, New York was froze for a while, and so they're just now getting stuff back going. But you got to know, you got to really plan at least a year in advance, 6 months to a year in advance.
Right.
And that's definitely hard if you trying to blend with, you know, what's coming and things like that. I like to really stay original. Like I don't really. I try not to blend with anybody else because that is hard to try and keep up with. So much. I don't live in New York. I'm not watching the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How hard is it to sew though? Like the custom pieces that you make. Like how hard is that to get them to fit that person to a T?
Yes. Sewing is definitely an art. It is a lost art.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you, it is.
It's very tedious, and it does take time to learn. If you can sit down at a sewing machine and figure out just how to like thread it and work it to back it up to make it go forward, and then just start working on, you know, getting your edges and your hems done, you can pretty much do anything. If you can sew like a pillowcase, if you can just work on a pillowcase, you can sew anything. It's just learning all the technicalities behind it.
Okay, right. Yeah. But it's still hard though because you make it for women and they want like a certain fit to it though. You know what I'm saying? So that's like real hard. Like you really got to know what you're doing on the sewing machine. Though, you know what I'm saying? And you got to know okay, so what's this sewing machine that you got? Like what?
That is just a basic Singer sewing machine. So it's just a basic. I have 3 sewing machines. I have an overlock, which is up there. You can't see it.
Yeah.
An overlock machine.
You said 3 of them.
Yeah, I have 3. I loaned one out, and then I have this one that I do. I'll do like touch-ups on set if I need it. And then my overlock machine, it gets the hem. It cleans like your edges of like your sleeves and pants and stuff like that. That way you don't have to go back and kind of fold it and get it perfect. So the overlock machine, majority people like to use that because that's just easy. It just cuts it as you go.
Yeah. So what do you prefer though? Like, do you prefer they come to Stylish or do you prefer they come to Lisa Jae though? You know, because if they come to Lisa Jae, they got to pay for the knowledge, right?
Right.
And all the years that you put in the game, right?
Right.
Okay, so what? So which one do you prefer then?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you can come to any one of them and you're going to get top tier service because you're paying for an experience. But when you come to Stylish, you can get anybody. I have other people that are on my team, and the reason why I wanted to put Stylish together was I did find that there wasn't like a fashion community out here that was now there is a fashion community out here. There's people out here that's killing it, stylists, designers, all of that. But what I found is that it wasn't working as far as business. There was a lot of things missing when it came to like handling business. And so what Stylish is I bring on those artists that are out there doing it, and I combine my business knowledge for them. So even if you came to Stylish, you could hire me, or you can hire another stylist that's on my team, another designer that's on my team.
Right. Okay.
So either way, you can come to Lisa Jae, Style by Lisa Jae. But if you come to Stylish, it's a one-stop shop. It's an experience. Like anybody that gets on the set with, like for Stylish, they be like, I want to come back just just to experience that again.
Yeah, they feeling themselves when they on set with you. Yeah.
It's always fun.
Yeah, but you seen that when you was traveling though. Like you seen what to bring to Tulsa so they can feel like that though. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. Okay, so who is your favorite? Like, who do you look to for fashion?
So for stylist, just a lady by the name of June Ambrose. Okay. She is a quacky lady, like she's real weird, but she's so original. Okay. that woman is like phenomenal at what she does. I can't think of his name. I don't know why it's on the Jae Bolin.
Okay.
Jae Bolin, he styles a lot of celebrities. He's amazing.
Like, what are you looking at though? Because for the normal person, it's like, okay, yeah, that's fresh. But for you looking at the cuts and you know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm looking at the pattern combination.
Right.
I'm looking at the color combination that they use.
Yeah.
And I like to look at how they seal things, and I call it a seal. But it's really like, it's okay. So it's so crazy because probably don't nobody else think like this. Like when you start out a sentence, you have a capital letter. When you end a sentence, you got a punctuation mark, right? That's a seal to me.
Oh, okay.
So when you styling somebody, you either gonna have like jewelry, you're gonna have their hair a certain way, or you're gonna have a hat on.
Oh, okay.
So that's how you start your sentence, is from the top of the head, and how you seal it is at the bottom. So I like to see how they do, like what shoe they put with it. If they put a open toe shoe with a sock, like that, I just be like, how did you think about that? Like, especially Jae Bolin, he gets funky with it. June gets funky with it. The designers that I like, Alexander McQueen.
Okay.
Oh, crazy designer.
Yeah.
And the reason I like Alexander McQueen is because his shows tell like for real stories. Like you'll watch the whole clothing line go down the runway and it's a bunch of ripped stuff. And you like, why am I watching this ripped stuff? But then you find out he's telling the story about a girl that got raped.
Oh, okay.
So her clothes are ripped. But it's real couture fashion.
Right.
But he did it in a way that you would ask questions. So I love Alexander McQueen.
Adding the art to it.
Yes, adding a story, adding the art to it, and it's really complex. Beyonce's team, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Her team.
Yeah, but not too many people would say that though, because not too many people give really, that team that credit. You know what I'm saying? But that team do deserve it though. You know what I'm saying? Because that concert, man, with the band and stuff, like,
Oh yeah,
all of that took time, right?
Yes. There's so many people. I know she had a huge team, a lot of creative directors, and hands on deck. That was crazy visuals. Yeah.
Okay, so do you respect Kim and Kanye on their fashion?
I do.
Okay, yeah.
I am actually a fan of Kanye.
Okay, yeah.
More so Kim.
Okay.
Like I'm a fan of Kanye more.
Okay, yeah, but you say Kim, right? Yeah, but Kanye, he helped Kim evolve.
Absolutely.
Though.
More.
You know
Well, I'm saying I'm more of a fan of Kanye than Kim.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right, yeah.
I mean, they cool together.
Yeah.
And that, you know what I'm saying? I'm more of a fan. A little bit more of a fan of her because she was, with Kanye. But I respect Kanye because he's so wild in his thoughts, and he just kind of go out there and you just can imagine that he's been around people and done things that we haven't. So when he talks, some of the stuff that he talks is because he sees more things than we do. But as far as like his fashion sense and the people that he had on his team,
he's ahead of his time on his fashion.
Absolutely.
Because he started a lot of stuff that's hot right now, but they was trying to clown him about. But then his team was so powerful back in the day that they the reason why all this fashion is right now, like with the Virgil and the Don C's of the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's ahead of Louis Vuitton right now.
Absolutely.
And he was with Kanye though, you know what I'm saying? So that's like big, but like, his designs is getting too crazy though. Like, did you see the the city thing that they was wearing? Like the whole little city. It was man. It was way too crazy.
Who was this? This was Virgil or?
Yeah, Virgil.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see it. I gotta go check that out.
yeah. So is it too can you be too crazy with fashion, or is it just art and expression?
I mean, I guess it depends on perception. Like So for him, it probably is really normal to see stuff like that, but for us, we'd be like, I don't know what you doing. There is some stuff I'd be like, okay, you going way too far.
Okay, yeah.
But they always got an explanation behind it. So, but I respect anybody's art. I respect anything that somebody can sit down and think of from nothing to something.
Yeah. So has the transgender, has that community, have they reached out?
To me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't really had anybody in the fashion sense reach out to me, transgender. Now, I work with models.
Okay, right.
So when I go to New York, that's normal.
Okay, right.
So,
exactly.
and when I scout for models, that's normal.
Okay.
So, but when it comes to like me designing for someone, I have not done that. I work with them. They're fun to have on runway because when you're doing a certain kind of show and you need that attitude and that flamboyance, they're gonna always bring it. Right. And it's always fun to watch. So I've definitely worked with them, but not in that sense.
So where do you want to take Stylish?
Oh, Stylish is going global.
Okay, yeah, global, right?
Yeah,
right.
Stylish is definitely going global.
Yeah. So you want an office in New York then?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have we're gonna have offices in several different states. Right now, I mean, obviously we're in Oklahoma, but we finna rock out the Midwest.
Yeah, already.
And we're gonna move on and have several different offices. So it's definitely going global. This has moved faster than I thought.
It did.
So the 3 companies that I have. So we started with By Lisa Jae, and then moved to Lisa Jae, and now Stylish. Stylish has moved the fastest, and at first I was a little like, okay, this ain't really happening.
Oh, for real?
This was like, I launched this December 2020, what is this, 2021? 2019.
Okay.
I launched it December 2019, did a couple of shows, did a couple of clients, and then it started to pick up 2020, like September 2020. It started to pick up, and then now it's like, I'm swamped.
Yeah,
what I'm like?
Okay,
so it's doing very well, and people get it. So
that's a good thing, right?
Oh, that's absolutely a good thing. My girls are staying busy. My makeup artist, my assistant stylist, my hairstylist. The last time we was here, they was like, okay, we gotta get a secretary. Right. So
now that you bring up the makeup, man, what's up with the makeup these days? You know what I mean? It's over the top, I appreciate, your makeup or whatever, because it's not over the top, though.
Right.
But these days, it's they changing their whole face, basically, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't fair. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just saying it's just too much to us, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I get it. There's basic, simple makeup. So with me, I'm always in basic makeup because I'm always working, but I'm low key a tomboy. I was raised with 3 boys. So then there's glam. So if you do a glam, then if you are around somebody or with somebody that really likes to be glam, then you are gonna get a different look, and then you can have a runway look. But I mean, to each its own. The YouTube University out here is teaching folks how to get it together. So.
Yeah, man, but not even that. It's they feel like they gotta get glam just to go out now. They got to go to a personal makeup artist just to, that's over the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, whatever makes them feel feel beautiful.
Okay.
That's the thing. And I think if we change the narrative a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Is when it comes to that, because a lot of times, and I had just said this on the last shoot that I did. The work that I do a lot of boosting.
Okay.
I really boost a lot of people's confidence because when you're on a shoot and you're dressing them and you're directing them, you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I shouldn't have wore this," or "Girl, I got to have my lashes," and things like that. And really, that's coming from inside. So if we change the narrative to things like that, because women be going through a lot just to feel good, or we just went through a daggone pandemic and all of this stuff. So, but I do get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying, as far as men, as we look, it's over the top. It's like, wow, okay. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, just do y'all thing, though. Okay, so what do you this is January though, you know, like this is the top of the year. So what do you want to go with it this year? Like, do you got goals for it that you written down and stuff?
Absolutely. So we have not, the stylish agency has not done a fashion show. So we're definitely going to do a fashion show this year.
Fashion show. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do a fashion show this year, and we're going to run several campaigns we have coming out. We also have the stylish show, which is the stylish show is where we pretty much take an artist or a public figure and we take them from before to after, but we sit them down on the couch because fashion is the sparkly thing that gets people attention.
Yeah.
But a lot of time people are deep, like it's super duper deep. Like even the fact that you sitting down here having a conversation, they may say Lisa Jae is one way or she can dress or whatever, but there's a story behind Lisa Jae.
Exactly.
So we usually do the sparkly thing to get people's attention, and then we sit them down on the green couch and we dig in with them. But we got a lot of campaigns that we'll be doing this year. We bringing in some young people to get some young folks into the fashion industry. I really want to change the narrative around Oklahoma because Oklahoma is not known for being into fashion, but there are so many talented people here that leave.
Right.
So it's not that the talent isn't here, it's that we keep leaving. And the question is, why do we keep leaving? Are we not getting support? Are we not getting funding? Are we not paying attention? Are we not giving them the resources? So that's my goal, is if we have it here, then let's treat it while it's here. And keep that talent here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's good though, you know what I'm saying? Because like around the world, like they still think that we horses and cows and shit, you know what I'm saying? So like we do need a person like you to push the narrative to know like there's real dope people here and with style too. You're like there's still people here that got style like in the city. Like I be like surprised when I be seeing these pieces from local artists, but I just didn't know about them though,
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. When I went to so I did a show in New York. It was produced by Farrah Charles. And that was my second show that I did in New York. And my pieces went down and they was trying to be funny, right? So I got there and then they introduced me over the mic and they was like, Lisa Jae came all the way down here from Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
So I gave them the music to play that went with my line. So they was trying to be funny, and so they started playing this country song. It was like, you know, the popular country song that the black dude, I can't remember the name of it. So they started playing that country song when I came up because they expected my stuff to be real, like, oh no.
Yeah.
They like after my line, actually that song made the line even better. And my models worked it, and then after the show they was like so respectful, like they wanted to work with me. I'm still working with some of those models, and I've sold a garment right after that fashion show.
Right. Like you have to take the respect from them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know.
Oh no, listen, don't play with Lisa Jae.
Yeah, man. So you was representing the town well.
Absolutely. Yes, always.
Okay. But this is a big year for Tulsa though. Like there's a lot of celebrities coming in and out. They shooting documentaries. They got like the festival. You said the centennial and all this. So a stylist gonna get a piece of that though. You know.
Absolutely. As much as I possibly can, we're gonna make some noise.
Right.
We're definitely gonna make some more noise. We're gonna be disruptive. So when all that stuff is happening, stylish is gonna be where the fashion is happening. So and I'm excited because I've got, you know, vendors that I work with. So when people are needing certain pieces, like for instance, the hat that I'm wearing, this guy that makes these hats, he makes them from scratch all the way from DC. And so he wanted to be a part of the agency. So he's got about he's dropping a line, and so you'll only be able to find him here at the fashion agency. And so doing partnerships like that where it's you can't find these garments anywhere unless you're gonna fly to DC or New York and places like that. Keeping those partnerships is definitely gonna keep making some noise.
Right. And that's how you got to use your resources though, you know what I'm saying? Because you went out of Tulsa and found the resources, then brought them back though, you know what I'm saying? Like and it takes that I to leave and then come back and say, okay, this is how You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Man. Yeah, man, but it's still hard though, cause you still gotta please the customer though. You know what I'm saying? So how hard is it though?
You know,
Cause people are picky when they like spend their own money too.
absolutely, and I get it, because when I spend my money, I'm picky. But for so long, I've worked with people, and I've always been big on experience and service. Yeah. So when someone is nitpicking, I don't get offended, but at the same time, I know my limit. And I know that I cannot satisfy everybody, and I don't even try. I'm not gonna try. If it ain't gonna work, I just be like, you know what, it is not gonna work, sis, bro.
Exactly. So where can they find you? Like, where can they contact you at?
I'm everywhere except for, well, I'm barely on Twitter, but on Facebook, I'm Lisa Jae, LisaJae. And then on Instagram, I'm the Lisa Jae, which is TheLisaJae. But my business Instagram is The Stylish Agents. Okay. So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter is the Lisa Jae. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay. Why is the Asian community like? Why are they so fresh? You think? You know, like the ones that's in the fashion, they be fresh. You know what I'm saying? Is it because they got like money out there, like in China, or is it because they make it? Well, and they get ahead of it.
Well, you know that, most of everything that you look at is made out of China. Right. So everything is manufactured. So they get first dibs. Yeah, they get It's so just as much as it's hard for you to find a seamstress, it's hard to find a seamstress, somebody that sews here in the United States. In China, it's saturated. Everybody is a seamstress or sew down there.
Exactly.
So here it's a little bit different, but there are manufacturers in the United States. It's just more expensive. So it's cheaper to make it down in China. Yeah. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
there's a lot of seamstresses because that's they grew up in that environment.
That's part of their
and it's a workshop too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all day. But my favorite models is like the African ones with short hair, like with the bald hair type. Yeah,
the dark ones.
Yeah, those are my favorite models. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why are they your favorite?
Because they just look like art. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it looks like our roots. You know what I'm saying? And they can make anything fly, like if they got the confidence for
Absolutely.
It. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's who I rock with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I agree. I had a model, rest in peace. Her name is Trey. She passed this past year, but she was she had cut her hair down. She was really tall and dark. Yeah. And for designers, we go for that look too. Yes, because on the color scale, everything is gonna pop off that skin. Man. You put some yellow next to it. It's beautiful. So I feel you. Right. Definitely.
Okay. So do you want to work like on music video sets?
I would love to.
Yeah. Like it seemed fun, right? You know what I'm saying? Like all those outfits and all those sets and stuff like that.
Yeah. I worked with a couple of I worked with Brandy. Brandy. I've done. We just did a short film, a movie with her. I worked with her on that set. And then I did her music video, and she had about 30 people that I at that time I didn't even have a team. And I did it by myself.
30 people you had to design for?
I didn't design for 30 people, but I designed for at least 12 to 15 costumes.
That's still a lot, yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
It was, yes, definitely a lot.
Man, like I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate you letting me come out, man. The studio is dope, you know. So are these custom pieces that you got on the side, like those are all custom that you made?
The back half of that is all custom. Okay. So the custom pieces, that's not my newest designs, but those are Lisa Jae, and then everything else are some items that I sourced. So
yeah, and they can come in and purchase, like if they seen something on that rack. Or is that for sure?
Some of them you can purchase, and then some items
are special to you.
Yeah, some items I use because they look good on models. Yeah, so I gotta. Now, if you come with the right price, I'll sell it.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything for sale, right? Right. No, man, I appreciate your time, man. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? Like we tried to link up last year, but you know, like this is perfect time, and man, the studio is great, and man, I see big things for Stylish. You know what I'm saying? And Lisa Jae, man, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, man, y'all hit up Lisa Jae. You want to give out like your info one more time?
Yes. So contact me on Instagram, the Lisa Jae, TheLisaJae, or the Stylish Agents on Instagram. Facebook, I am Lisa Jae, or you can just Google Stylish Branding and Fashion Agency. You'll be able to find the phone number. The phone number is actually 405-633-1693.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. Shout out to Brandy Podcast, man. That's episode 170. Man, 170 with the Lisa Jae. Thank you.
Thank you.
I gotta get a pig.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that was fun.